I'm Adam Palombi, joined by Han Solo in the commentary position to bring you the first game of the evening, where the Evolution look to take on Noble Park United.
Noble Park playing their second game of series futsal. They made their debut last round against Fitzroy, and it was quite a beating.
And if we discuss the tactics from the opposing bench this evening, quote unquote from Fedia during the week, his captain's got the ball. And the result's always the same as Rebecca Davies had half a sniff. Tactics gone out the window. Scoring's opened.
I believe the tactics is to give the ball to Rebecca Davies because she just had too much time and space in front of goal.
I won't be on coverage for the entire night, and I hope the bar's not going to become a factor. But Hart sent it first as Hubeek got round her marker and scores. Rather with ease was Mary Hubeek. She shifted onto her left boot. The goalkeeper, Inkula Jan, in the form of Melika, caught out at her near post as the Evolution double their advantage. Against her on a play now, go Noble Park. They venture forward as play shifted. Evolution on the counter-attack, ever so dangerous. And that's gone exactly to plan from Ahmed Fedia and his side. They mentioned the weapon they want to introduce to their arsenal on the counter-attack. And that goal capitalises it once more as they now possess a 3-goal lead. And unfortunately, it's gone in off the keeper. Always difficult being on the receiving end of those. It happens to the best of us.
Exactly. Her positioning wasn't great and the technique wasn't just right there yet.
Could be another one here, and it is. Evolution definitely not relenting. The goals are pouring now. As a timeout has been called by the Noble Park United bench. You feel as if they've got to try stem the bleeding, as Evolution have crashed out the gate. As we've restarted following the timeout initiated by Noble Park United, who have worked it, have stolen off them deeply. And following the intermission we just had, the Evolution, through Greta Jowett-Smith, she opens her account for the evening. The team talk perhaps going out the window for the team in red. It's a very quick goal following that break had ensued.
The ones that matter the most is the crucial one and the important one that will keep Evolution to a clean sheet.
A brilliant team goal, capped off by their captain. Everyone involved almost. Hubeek pulling the strings, waiting for the run of Williams, which came. Davies at the back post at the right time.
Their role in the team, and we did see that from that goal just a moment ago. Every player touched it.
And touching it finally was Hubeek. Great transitional play from Danielle Bradley. It was a fantastic pass to carve out the chance. Hubeek's got her goal-scoring boots on this evening. Evolution cannot seem to stop them at the moment. As Hubeek across the face again. And they're running right. Greta Smith with her second. Hubeek amongst it once more. Han's got the tally.
I think I've overcounted a few. I think I've put an extra goal in a couple of the players. I think it was either 2 or 3 own goals at some moment before the timeout. But what, the 2 to Mary now, 1 or 2 to Beck Davies?
We've just missed another one from Hubeek.
So 3 to Mary Hubeek.
Who's just claimed her hat-trick. They were dispossessed off kickoff. And it's a similar goal that could be on display again. Keeper had to intervene as Davies had all the time to dispatch. It's already been disclosed through the performances they've put on in recent weeks and throughout the season. And campaigned by that fantastic player out there in Hubeek, who catapults a cannon with the next generation and at the World Series competitions. They're without their next-gen star in Galanos, as that one's bounced off both posts, gone beyond the line. Williams, the goal scorer.
And that's her first one, I believe. It was just on the wing, and it was Mary Hubeek that kind of fended off to her with brilliance, and then knew her player kind of did a head check and knew Williams was on the run on the left side. Williams just kept it low and precise.
Caught to perhaps get low in the time required as Williams hit the side of the bottom corner and found her second in quick succession.
You're talking about low, that's something to work on, but Williams now know the weakness, and I think Evolution know the weakness. They haven't gone high very often. They know to go low and to get the angles, because that's the weakness of the keeper and also the defender. They're just really shook of where the angles are going to come.
And that one has bounced, unfortunately, off the keeper. Rebecca Davies with a smile on her face. Unsure on how many times she might have done that throughout her career.
Quite a lot, but she didn't have anyone on her, so she did have a lot of time and space to be in that position in front of goal.
And talking about positions, the Evolution in an unattainable position right now, 14 goals to nil. They have stormed this first half.
The moment that 3 goals went in and those 3 own goals went in, their heads went down.
As Ubik was patient. Got it beyond Montague and Kuljanan's efforts to keep it out.
More than 25 goals, which Phoenix had that record this season.
Dancing her way through just as Hahn is trying to discuss the goal defensive efforts.
One, to kind of really boost their confidence, because Evolution is really hard to score against.
At the other end, they transition quickly through the pace of Mary Hubik. And to cap it off, Sophie Williams once more, who had the simple task of running alongside Hubik, who'd done all the work.
And that is Williams, so good team effort coming from Evolution.
Another team effort there. Williams a provider this time.
It's like my floor when I'm trying to put together an IKEA furniture. All the pieces are all on the ground, but I just can't find a way to put it together. But I'm sure Evolution has. They've got that Allen key.
And they look to continue to it. They've got time and space, and there it is again. Jarrett Smith, no worries, thank you very much.
They could only shoot 1 goal in it, so the biggest conceded game from them is 3 goals against Preston.
There's ever so many words to describe the action. There's all the time and space was Davies, firing beyond the post of the number 1 for Noble Park United. Gives it away to Williams. And that's a gift.
Mistletoe, lavender, rose petals.
We were at the convention centre on the weekend, of course, at one of those events. Hahn, I'm sure there'd be an abundance of things in which perhaps could be.
Adam, it's a tough one to call games like this when the domination is definitely one-sided, and Rebecca Dave is just unstoppable. I think she's on her 6th goal at the moment.
Of the competition on offer, of course, having that already known understanding of the outdoor game, having an immense understanding of it with the Evolution.
Perhaps more of a background playing futsal for New Zealand, so a lot of players, they would just play this time and time again in the off-season. You know, it's their second sport. Now probably for a lot of these players, their first sport that they dedicate to. So.
As that one from Williams hits the roof of the net. Keeper unsighted by the bodies in her way.
It's just a new team and a lot of new teams. We saw it with Hume, we saw it with Northern Phoenix, we saw it with Western United. As Mary Hubeck scores another goal, I think it's a 7th or 8th now. I would bring Bradley up. Just have her like 5th woman and get her to score a goal. Or at least footy kick.
Well, Kuljanan taking the first effort from Davies towards the lower region. Allowed for the second bite of the cherry, which gets them to 30. After what's been a statement with all the exclamation points you can imagine from Evolution. They put 30 beyond this young, inexperienced Noble Park United side, which from the get-go was a very convincing performance from Ahmed Fedia's men.